Got started in acting grade 4, perhaps? 5, maybe? Class did a production of some staged versions of some Greek myths. I, of course, got the lead role in the myth Echo and Narcissus. I played Narcissus. So, no, I haven't always been this dramatic.
Okay, welcome to another Wednesday. The first play I was ever involved in was also the first time I was ever involved in theater. I wasn't allowed to until high school because my parents thought that education and sports were far more important to development than theater. Some people may agree, I don't. And it didn't stop me. So first play was called More Light, and it was about concubines who are buried alive with their emperor, and my name was More Light, or maybe Love's Gift. I can't remember. My other friend's name was More Light or Love's Gift. I don't remember. It was an outrage. Parents were not happy to see their 14-year-old girls crawling around stage in mini kimonos, essentially acting like prostitutes. Yeah, but it was a great time for us, and really awoke the actor in me, so I decided to stick to it. Have I always been this dramatic? Yeah.
Well, I first got involved in theater actually in about grade 10 because I was looking for an arts credit, and my friends told me that drama was a bird course, and so I took it, and it was. But it was also great because I actually, in that class, some people asked me to audition for a show because they needed guys, and I did, and I don't know, I loved it. Have I always been this dramatic? No, never. I was shy. I was very, very shy as a kid. So, yeah, you wouldn't have been able to really get many words out of me. And now I just can't stop talking.
When I was in the third grade, I participated in a skit play kind of thing that was based on a joke that one of my friend's dads had told about the Princess and the Pea. It was a dramatic retelling of the story about a young princess who had a problem with wetting her bed at night. I played the king, as in the Peen princess's father, and fell in love with acting. Asked my mom to sign me up for something dramatic, and yeah, got involved in theater school at that time. Didn't get to play a girl until I was in high school, I don't think, but still really liked acting.
I first got involved in theater properly in high school, like most people, but I was first interested in performance the year that Liar Liar came out because I was a huge Jim Carrey fan. And so I guess that was, in 1997, I was 10, and I saw that movie, and I was like, I want to be an actor. So many years later, I'm writing plays, so thanks, Jim. In the Sears Festival, in my grade 12 year, sort of mandatory for our small grade 12 drama class. There were like 6 of us. I was taking drama at the time, mostly to meet chicks, but also because I thought it was fun. So I played an Elvis impersonator, never really lived that down, and was chased out of Guelph, Ontario. I don't think that I'm very dramatic in the social sense of the word, but I've always really loved drama and the dramatic in storytelling and
Something interesting that I've learned about David is that he actually only recently became a Canadian citizen. So, congratulations, David. You are now awesome.
Something you may not know about our playwright, Peter Counter, is that he enjoys swimming with his clothes on. Also, Andrea does not feel pain in her feet.
An interesting thing I've learned about Matthew Jin is that he is basically allergic to everything. I'd be surprised if he would last it to the end of our run.
this is interesting to me. It might not be interesting to other people, but Laura Story, our set and costume designer, I just recently found out, grew up in my hometown of Guelph, Ontario. We know a lot of the same people, we know all of the same places, and we just found this out about a week ago. We only met in university, I guess 19 years after we initially could have. So there's a very good chance that Laura Story and I have accidentally spent our lives within 5 kilometers of each other.
Most people may not know, but I'm sure some people know, that our director, Andrew Gabery, is a domestic goddess. He has brought many great treats and many loaves of bread to rehearsal, and he's made at least 10 cups of great tea for each cast member. I feel like everybody knows, but it's still worth mentioning. Laura Story, our costume designer, may be the sweetest person, and she smells like hemp, which I find delightful.
Craziest thing I've been asked to do in this show probably would be wearing shorts. I hate shorts.
The craziest thing I've been asked to do for this show was to speak in French. I used to speak French pretty well. Figured out that I don't speak French so well anymore. Luckily, I'm a teacher and work at a school, so I was able to call a French teacher and ask for her help in translation. But yeah, pretty crazy to be asked to speak French.
What is the craziest thing I've been asked to do for this show? Everything. No, it's insane. I mean, it's, yeah, everything. Everything.
My favorite line from the play is, "I've got eggs," and they took it out of the play, maybe because I couldn't stop laughing every time it was said. Once I didn't laugh, once I got it right, but they still took it out, and that's too bad because they had to, but it was a great moment for Frank.
We're the ones that have to live here.
Off of my head. My favorite line in the play, if I am allowed to choose one, I did write them all, is this. Shit. Frank says it's no good to watch people all the time. Like in 1984, that book about that big guy who looks at people all the time. Scene.
Slow ass.
What?